Hey everyone, we've already tested the headphones, monitors, and cue in the last chapter. Now it's time to put the finishing touches on the audio using the plugins from AIRES Studio. I'm Marcello Costa, and I'm going to show you how it's done. No beating around the bush. I'll show you how to use the native plugins and also how to install new VST3 plugins here in AIRES Studio. Shall we get started? Think of a plugin as the final seasoning. It corrects any excesses and gives that personality to your audio. Here in AIRES, each source or PGM bus can take up to 2 VST3 plugins at most. You'll notice that in practice. You open this menu right here and then source on each individual one. Let me select one here for demonstration. You'll be able to add up to 2 plugins. The same goes for the buses here. Let me pull up a bus here, bus A. Here as well, you have the ability to add up to 2 different plugins, and both of them will work together seamlessly. The big advantage of AIRES is that on each individual source and on each bus, you can apply different plugins independently, depending on the needs of each audio broadcaster. You can also select the plugin directly on the mixer track. Just open the settings here, and up top you have Select Plugin. So it's really easy and straightforward to select a plugin and start using it right here in AIRES Studio. Compressor, reverb, gate, all those things you're already familiar with, but here they're integrated directly into AIRES Studio. Before you download any plugins, check out the kit that already comes ready in AIRES Studio. So let's click here on the menu, Plugins, and we already have some that are native to AIRES Studio. Compressor, expander, noise, pitch, and reverb. With these 5 plugins, you basically cover 90% of your day-to-day needs. Want a more robust equalizer or that limiter? Then you can install VST3 plugins. Just simply go to the official websites of various well-known plugin developers, and there you can get new VST3 plugins for your use to add to your AIRES Studio. Careful. Don't go around downloading just any plugin, okay? Also, be careful not to use cracked plugins. Plugins need to be purchased. There are plugins that are free, and there are plugins that are licensed. We recommend that you always look for a licensed plugin. It will work much more efficiently and provide the professional quality your radio station needs. How do you install these VST3 plugins? It's very easy. Just follow the instructions provided by the plugin provider. Usually with a VST3 plugin, you'll simply download the necessary file, unzip the plugin package, and then you'll find the VST3 file located there. Then all you have to do is move it to this folder here, AIRES Studio Plugins, and place the VST3 file inside. Some plugins, you'll actually have to install them, and they'll install normally on your program files, doing all the work. AIRES already automatically recognizes these plugins. You don't need to restart. In some rare cases, depending on the type of plugin, it's necessary to restart AIRES Studio. Alright? With that tip given, I'll include in the description of this video some links to plugin sites that we've already used here at AIRES Studio and that work really well with AIRES. Well, so how are you going to add these plugins to your source and destination now? You go back to the plugin menu and you'll see a plus sign right here. Click on it, and here you'll have a list of all the plugins that are currently located in the VST3 folder. I'm going to put the channel strip plugin here. We're also going to add Elephant, which is a limiter plugin, and we're going to also install here SQ2, which is a VST3 64 equalizer. It's ready. These are the plugins we're going to use here in our tutorial videos, alright? Now we're going to apply the plugin according to each need. Let's adjust the plugins on both the sources and the buses in our setup. We'll begin right here with Mic Main, so I'll go ahead and open the menu for the source. As you saw earlier in the demonstration, we have the ability to select up to 2 different plugins for each individual source. So let's edit here. Here in the first block, I'm going to select the compressor. Alright, I'm going to adjust the compressor here according to my voice. Before that, let's set it to Q here. I'll go back here and set it to Q as well. I'll select it again though. The compressor was already selected actually. I'll select it here and start making the adjustments. Let's just go back here, mic main. And now I'll make the necessary adjustments to make my voice perfect. I'll set it here to -10. Done. I'll set the ratio here to 4. Great. Alright, my voice already sounds 4. I'm hearing everything here in the queue. It's perfect. Now, shall we get rid of that little noise from the air conditioner? Here, in the second block, I'm going to select the noise gate plugin. And here on the threshold, I'm going to set it. Done. I don't need to add any gain. If it causes any loss of gain, just add a little bit and keep listening to the modulation here through the queue. Alright? Without clipping anything. Done. Goodbye to that air conditioner noise. I'll select it here. The noise gate is already selected. Great. My plugin is already configured. I can make adjustments without sending it live here through the queue. Adjust, listen, adjust again. When it's perfect, that's great. Now, you can leave the plugin configured just like that at your station. Like I mentioned before, for each of these sources, you can apply different plugins as needed. Notice that in this example, we applied the plugin here on mic main, as well as the compressor and noise plugins, and on mic guest, you currently don't have any plugin applied. So you can go there later, follow the same steps, and you can select source and then choose mic guest. And adjust your audio plugin as needed. You can load another plugin here, for example, a compressor, and you can make a different adjustment to it as well. For each of these audio sources, you have the option to adjust the plugin according to the type of microphone you are using. A lot of times, you have a condenser microphone for the announcer, which is typically more sensitive, and a dynamic microphone for the desk, so these adjustments are different, right? No configuration that is made on one source will ever affect the other, correct? Now, we're going to set up a plugin right here for our bus A, which is our PGM. So why am I going to set up this plugin? Because I feel like my PGMA is noticeably distorting. Well, for all PGMA setups, we set it up right here. Look, we configure it for both the transmitter and the streaming output, and I'm going to install a limiting plugin here, a limiter, to help control the levels. So I'm going to load up an external plugin here that I installed on AIRES. It's called Elephant. Notice that it doesn't show up for me those adjustment knobs for the plugin. It gives me the option Open Plugin Window, which I'm going to click on now. Okay, now the plugin has appeared here. It's a plugin that's installed as a free version. We didn't purchase this one, so from time to time, it's going to mute the audio on air. So it's really important for you to be aware of that. Take a look here. I'm going to drag it with the mouse and look at the little name, Demo, right here. See that? So, what this actually means is that the plugin you are using is a demo version, and as a result, it's not going to work perfectly on your station. Keep that in mind, right? It's really important that you purchase the plugin. Or, if the plugin really is free and won't interfere with any negative behavior in your audio, then you can go ahead and install it too. But just a quick reminder for everyone, I'm going to put a list in the description section of this video with sites where you can download and also purchase the plugins, okay? So, here in the plugin interface, now I'm going to set my maximum limit, which is the point where I want the audio to reach. Notice here, look, demo mode, it's saying that the output will stay in multi for a few moments, okay? This one, going back, is just a plugin I installed here to demonstrate. There you go. Now, notice that the plugin is already working here. Every time I speak, whenever I talk, it starts to limit the audio. Alright? It's working perfectly. I'm going to listen. How do I do that? I go here, call up Q, put my audio in Q, and I can already see the plugin is working. That's correct. Great. We've set up a plugin here for PGMA. The same concept that we applied earlier. back in the sources section, where each individual source has its own dedicated plugin, applies here as well. In each bus, you are able to have up to 2 different plugins, and you can also choose to use different plugins for each separate bus if you wish. Alright, I recommend you never rely only on what you see. Trust your ears too. So for that reason, it's always important to keep your plugins organized. Also, don't install too many plugins, or it'll just turn into a mess and eat up resources. Before each plugin, make sure to put the source on the queue, give it a careful listen, and then adjust the plugin as needed, okay? Check if everything is just right. Once you've adjusted and listened, listen again. The PGM you set up as well, alright? These are important recommendations that you'll need to get crisp, top quality audio with good equalization, solid limiting, and effective compression. That's really important. Remember, once again, too many plugins turn into a mess and eat up your CPU. Only use the ones that actually improve your station's audio. Alright? Once that's done, your audio will come out absolutely perfect, and your sound will be extremely pleasant and enjoyable for all the listeners who are tuning into your station. With the plugin setup, the sound is great. So, mission accomplished. Did you like it? Give it a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which plugin is essential for you. And stay tuned, because in the next video, we're going to talk about the connection menu. In other words, how you connect external equipment and integrate all your gear, all in AIRES Studio without any headaches. See you there!